Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is It's About the Pasta Quarantine Edition.
We're just always going to be quarantined.
Oh my God, forever. So I haven't been listening to a ton of podcasts, but I've been listening to two kind of regularly. One sounds super professional, and I found out that they both worked on TV production, in sound spaces and stuff. And the other one sounds like us, and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're like us. They're using probably the same stuff we are.
Yeah.
So sorry for the quality, but
I did some research, but it just all seems so complicated to
whatever.
Put into place.
Hard times.
We're all about convenience plus quality, and I'm sorry, but convenience is winning out.
Yeah, 100%. Especially since we're not anywhere near each other, so we don't have too many options.
Well, and our microphones are at my apartment in Chicago.
I know. Yeah, we're a mess. So everyone listening should join our Facebook group, don't you think, Meredith?
Oh my gosh, yes. Alicia posts the funniest gifts every time.
I want people to give me their opinions, and I'm not getting anyone's opinions. I don't know if people just aren't watching Vanderpump. I don't know if they're putting it off for later. But I don't have anything else to do, so I look forward to watching Vanderpump.
But I think everybody has those shows that keep them at their point in their week. We were just talking about Wednesdays for the challenge with us. Go check out the challenge pod cast. I feel like Wednesdays are what center my week, so I try to keep my Wednesday show. But the first few days of the week, I feel like I'm just in a mess every single time.
Well, stop being a mess, everyone. Watch Vanderpump and give me your opinions. I want to know who you accepted and blocked.
Watch sometime on Wednesday and still give us your opinions.
Yeah, oh my gosh. You would watch it Saturday and then listen to us Sunday and still give us your opinions. We'll take anything.
Yes.
Because we have the same opinion, so it's not as fun.
But you could change our opinion. You very could.
Yeah, I'm easily swayed. But yeah, join our Facebook group. You can follow us on at Vanderpasta on Instagram. I forgot to mention the Facebook group is the same exact name as the podcast, so it's easy to find. Maybe that's why people aren't joining. They just can't find us. It's called It's About the Pasta, everyone. Go there. Do it. Hey, Meredith, some good news, though.
Oh, my God, what?
I'll start with, some mediocre news. We did not get any reviews, but we got 4 ratings of 5 stars.
Beautiful. What
so
are we up to
everyone
now?
should go. We have 20 ratings, and I think I wanted 25.
Yes.
So we're almost there. So everyone should go
to the hurdle.
rate and
Get
review us.
Yes.
Give us a fun review. We'll read and shout you out. And if you post anything in the Facebook group, we'll do the same. We love calling you guys out. Well, not calling out. That sounds like aggression.
We love giving you credit.
Yeah,
credit
there we go.
Credit's due.
There we go. But yeah, Meredith, are you mixing it up today?
I am, and I'm really excited about it.
Ooh, what are you drinking?
I'm actually drinking a vodka cocktail, but it's canned. It's a cold brew chocolate and vanilla cocktail.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm real hyped about it. My mom, Easter was this past Sunday, and my mom, since there's 6 adults in our house, decided to give the adults an Easter present too. So I went and picked up takeout alcohol from one of our favorite breweries.
Ooh, that is so exciting. And how does it taste? Do you love it?
I am obsessed with it. I'm I have to do some more work later, so I'm I deserve a coffee cocktail.
Good for you. I am still kind of doing dry quarantine, except now I might be dry forever.
Give up.
No, on Easter I drank a whole bottle of wine myself, so that happened.
Oh,
but
me and my mom drink 4 bottles.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just told
Rev
you
it
my
up.
family just doesn't drink.
It's just a needed. Don't you just end working and be a cocktail sounds great.
I just cry instead. Well, I don't know about you, but I freaking loved this episode.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. I was overjoyed watching it.
We've had, from what I can remember, we had 2 really solid episodes last week was like, and then this week was just like out of the park again. They saved all the good episodes for quarantine.
Yes, thank God. Can you imagine watching the wedding during quarantine?
Oh my God, I might die of boredom.
I think we did, but like still, can you imagine this point us watching like all like the bachelor party, Jack complaining about Sandoval being a terrible friend?
No. I am conditioned to hate Jax and Brittany's wedding because even when it was mentioned in this episode, my eyes just rolled into the back of my head. Like every time.
Oh, it was so bad. I was like, you have to be kidding me. I feel like I tuned
stop
out.
talking about it.
Yeah,
it's over.
We're
done. But let's get into this episode because I'm super excited.
Yes.
So previously on Vanderpump Rules, Tom and Katie are not really married, but they're going to elope in Vegas.
Great.
But Kristen's not invited to the party.
Not at all.
Sheena has started some drama about the Brett and Dana situation because she's not happy they got together. And then Stassi and Beau have some tension because Stassi doesn't have a ring on her finger yet.
Oh, I cannot wait for this proposal. It's like,
I
feel like I'm Stassi. I feel like I'm Stassi.
I just want to yell at Stassi and be like, one more week. Just wait.
I know. I literally, when Beau said he's doing it next week, I was like, I swear to God, the producer should have cut that out if it's not, like the timing of it, if it's not in next week's episode.
I know, because I'm holding out for it now.
I can't wait. I'm like so excited.
So honestly, I'd be okay if the whole episode was just like watching Jax and Brittany's wedding, but we got Stassi's engagement. Like that's all I'm looking forward to in the end.
I agree. And then a great party afterwards.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So let's get into it. We are going to do things like a little differently today. So the episode was broken up into basically like not Vegas and Vegas. So because we
when
love
you put
Vegas
it like that,
so much,
it sounds so sad. So not Vegas. Here we go.
It was scenes not in Vegas and scenes in Vegas. So we're going to do all the not Vegas stuff first because though it was still really good, it's just not the same.
We're ending on fireworks.
Yeah, we're very excited. So let's start at Tom and Katie's house.
This pizza party. It was
I
so
love
great.
this group. I know they don't like each other, but this is like my favorite group of people. It's Sandoval, Stassi, Tom, and Katie.
I loved it.
And Katie, you know.
Yes, yeah.
It gives me
crazy.
Like old Vanderpump vibes.
Well, and it's like weird to see stuff like that. Like as I see reality TV, it's like weird to see all this stuff since we don't live our lives like that anymore. But like something so simple as like having pizza with your friends is like, oh my God, that looks so fun.
Maybe that's why we love all these episodes. It's just like people get together and we're like, oh my God.
I'm like, what a dream. I'd love to eat pizza like with something I maybe semi-hate.
On my friend's counter.
Yeah.
So they're talking about who's going to officiate the wedding. And Sandoval and Stassi both want to. So they decide to do it together because why not?
Big of them.
I know, because Stassi's love for Katie and Tom outweighs her hate for Sandoval. So
yes, I love that they both asked the opposite person. So like Katie obviously asked, or Stassi asked Katie and Sandoval asked Schwartz. And I was like, wait, that is so funny because that is like so perfect that they both, and it's like, no, but I already asked. And they're like, but I already asked.
I know. It was so cute when Schwartz was like, Bubba, Sandoval wants to officiate. And Katie's like, oh, well, Stassi wants to officiate. And you can just see Sandoval and Stassi about to like fight about it. But then Schwartz is like, do it together. And they were like, all right, we'll fucking do it. Yeah. I want to point out that Sandoval was wearing an earring. And I don't think I've ever seen him wear an earring before.
I don't think I noticed that. Wow.
I just saw something shiny in his ear. And I was like, is that what I think it is?
So odd. I hate guys with earrings.
I kind of like it.
I don't. Okay, let me say this again. I'm sorry. I hate guys like Sandoval with earrings.
Again, I kind of liked it. I can't breathe.
It's so weird. I feel like he's trying so hard, and it's just like, what are you doing?
It's kind of my thing. I'm okay with it. Well, our first disagreement
about Sandoval's earrings.
Stassi. So Katie says that, or maybe it was Sandoval was said that he was like getting Katie another ring, just something like, it was really simply brought up. And Stassi's like, oh, you get 2 rings? I can't even get 1?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I love these little digs Stassi has. I love her. I love it.
She's got to make it apparent that she still does not have a ring, and I'm totally okay with it because I feel that. Like, well, not personally, like, getting a ring, but I feel the, like, when the hell is Stassi getting a ring?
I agree. So then let's go out to lunch. I was kind of nervous about this group, but it turned out okay.
It's just like Danica and Charlie, I just still don't know. And then classic Sheena.
Like, what the hell is Sheena? It's the weirdest thing. So really quick, Sheena ordered a straw, and Charlie, of course, had to just be like, she hates turtles. Because I'm sure this is like the time, because I know in Chicago they got rid of plastic straws. Yeah. You have to ask for one if you want one. And so I'm sure they're doing that in LA. And I just thought it was so funny that Charlie, she's kind of witty, like without even missing a beat. She's like, Sheena hates turtles. And I was like, oh my God.
I don't think a lot of people, especially in this group, get her humor because I think she's kind of funny. But I also think her timing and her delivery and knowing this group is not very well to get laughs from the group. But yeah, I agree. She has a pretty great humor to like watch.
But I was shocked because I wrote down when Sheena said, and can I have a straw? I was literally typing down, oh my God, Sheena ordered a straw. And then Charlie said that, and I was like, oh my God, am I on the same wavelength with Charlie? I hate to admit it, but yeah.
Now that we're past the pasta, the avocados, her and Brett's date, maybe like she'll like level out and be normal.
Maybe she just finally fucking tried pasta.
Maybe the avocado like made her funnier and more relatable.
I don't know. So many things that could be. But so they were talking about how the cake at Dana's party like went round and, you know, like hit everyone. And Sheena makes like a weird comment that the only people allowed to touch her face are her makeup artist and like the person that does her Botox.
Okay.
And I was like,
do you think like what happens when a guy kisses her? That's my first thought is like, what the fuck?
My first thought was like, Sheena, I would have said my boyfriend. Like, that's normal.
Like, I imagine a guy putting his hands behind his back and just leaning in for a kiss.
No, but he can't really, he can't even, like, have his lip touch her lip, or, like, his upper lip. It needs to be, like, just the pet.
Yeah. So weird.
Yeah, that's exactly what I pictured. Good, I'm glad we have that. So,
I was like, oh, Lord.
Sheena tells them about Tom and Katie's wedding, but Sheena can't go, Meredith. Do you know why? I don't know if she's told you yet.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but she's getting her eggs retrieved.
And it's like tomorrow. God, I think we've been hearing about this since last season. I love it. Sheena never shuts the fuck up.
It's just on the same wavelength as the wedding, but obviously this isn't as important and producers don't give a shit about her getting her egg, like, freezing her eggs.
Her edit's awful and producers, like, don't care, and it's awesome.
The thing that weirded me out is that Sheena last episode told Kristen that she wasn't invited to go to the wedding, but this episode she's like, well, I couldn't go because of like the timing. And it's like, okay, so were you invited or were you not? And I don't
totally
think she went to tell Kristen. Yeah.
I know, she totally was though, because Katie later texted her.
Yeah.
About like how she wishes she was there. So I know. But then they talk about the whole Sheena and Dana situation and how like Sheena's not happy that Dana went out with Brett.
Yeah.
And Charlie's annoyed by it, and Danica just doesn't like Brett. And I want to be like, all these girls always have a fucking problem with everything Dana does.
Seriously. It's so weird because it seems like they're being protective, like just right on the surface, but it seems like they just don't want her to be happy.
Yeah, I don't know. But Charlie has learned 2 things about LA. I don't know where she's from originally, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
Since moving to LA, she learned that everyone bangs each other and they don't care. And for men, a vagina does not have a face. So,
very true, very true.
It's awesome. But then they make the joke. They're like, who's Brett gonna hook up with next? Lisa? And then it immediately goes to Tom with next and Brett. And Brett's like, I was totally flirting with Lisa.
I love this. I love how much he talked about flirting with Lisa, and he's so open about it. It cracks me up.
He loves it. All these like young dudes, like Schwartz is really into Lisa. Brett's super into Lisa. Like, all these weird-ass dudes are like, this is their hall pass.
Oh, yeah. I think it's because, like, A, she's, like, their boss, so, like, she has this, like, strong female role, I guess. But also, like, she, like, buys into it. She totally flirts with them.
Oh, yeah. And she's fucking hot. Like, an older woman like Lisa, I want her body now, let alone when I'm, like, older.
Seriously. And she, like, dresses so well. She doesn't try and dress like she's, like, 15. She, like, dresses herself, but is, like, super sexy still.
Yeah, and she even looks hot in jeans.
Yes.
Which, like, I look normal in jeans. I can't wait for the day I look hot in jeans, you know?
I don't think that'll ever come for me.
Yeah, I don't, whatever. But I like finally seeing Max and Brett hang out because they talk about how they're, like, really good friends, and we've never seen them hang out.
Like, one-on-one, we've never seen them.
Yeah, and Brett's learning how to bartend from Max. And it's really
I love
awkward.
Brett's explanation that he can't be a good server.
He likes to talk too much.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I see it. He's a little
100%.
chatterbox. But super awkward when they bring up the Dana stuff.
Yeah, Max was like, oh, this is like, I think it was like a coffee cocktail. And he was like, oh, Dana loves this. You can make this for her next time you hang out with her. And I was like, wow, way to make it awkward and not just, like, bring it up. Yeah,
I know. And Brett's very forward. He's like, look, if, like, we made out, I had 3 fruity drinks that I drank really fast. So I
love that.
Kind of drunk, but
it's going to happen.
And he says, like, if you're not okay with it, Max, you need to let me know. And, like, you're my boys, like, whatever you want. And Max says, he's like, no, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. And I see both sides here. But he
also says, like, let's talk about it after Vegas. Like, I want to think about it.
Yeah, that's true. But, I don't know. Brett, I thought it was really mature of Brett to be like, look, I told you before the date, things have kind of escalated a little bit. If you're not okay with it, I'll stop. But now Max is leaving for Vegas, leaving Dana and Brett to just hang out.
Well, I think Brett's handling this so well because it's the same way Dana, in a sense, handled it with Sheena. Like, you can either tell me your true feelings on, like, if you have a problem, and I'll respect it, but if you choose not to, that's on you. So Brett's like, I'll step back if you have a problem with this. But Max is like, I'm not really sure. Let me think about it. But then he goes to Vegas and is like, why would you do that? Like, you knew I had feelings for her. And it's like, okay, either say something's wrong or just shut up and move on.
Agreed. Well, whatever. Should we go shopping with Lisa and Ken?
I always want to go shopping with Lisa. This looked so fun, and I'm so jealous I have the income of 1 almond a month.
I know, right? So first it, like, cuts to Lisa it's just Lisa talking to someone, and she's talking about how, like, funny Brett is, and she was talking to him at the party, and oh my God, he was, like, hitting on her. And then it shows who she's talking to, and it's Ken, and I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, Lisa must truly, honestly, then just be flirting, because she would never tell her husband.
Yeah. No.
But Ken's like, I'm not jealous of Brett, and Lisa's like, you're not jealous? And he's like, no. Why would I be jealous?
Yeah, he's like, I couldn't care less. And Lisa's like, okay, let's go buy the most expensive shoe in the store then, if you're not jealous.
I know, it must be nice to be Lisa Vanderpump. The guy selling it to her was like, oh, we have these lovely Louis Vuittons. And she's like, oh, I already have that pair in black, though. And I was like,
and he was like, oh, shit, okay, let's find something else.
Yeah, like, he didn't know what to do. I think he started thinking, like, is there fucking anything this lady doesn't have yet? Or, like, what are we doing? But, yeah, she says she's going to, like, she'll arrange for anything. The transportation, the rooms, the ceremony, literally anything to make sure Tom and Katie finally get officially married. She's so over it.
Isn't that crazy? Like, they effed up their own marriage in a sense, and it's like Lisa's needs it to happen to guarantee that they get married this time. So she's like, I'll pay for the private jet for us. I'll pay for the suite. I'll pay for everything.
Yeah.
I'm like,
honestly,
okay.
Jax and Brittany should have been jealous that, like, Lisa cares way more about this wedding.
Oh,
because they're not going to get a second wedding.
I think Lisa, like, kind of doesn't like Jax. Like, of course, she's still, like, a mother figure to him, but it's, like, your least favorite child because Like, she loves the Toms. She loves Stassi. Like, because of the Toms, she loves, like, Ariana and Katie. Like,
yeah.
You can see how she shells out anything for them. But, like, Jackson, Brittany, not so much.
She almost didn't go to their wedding.
Yeah.
But then she mentions a Vanderpump suite.
This
and I was
seems
like,
amazing.
What? They're going to have, it's going to be in Caesar's Palace, where the Vanderpump cocktail garden is.
Yeah.
And it's literally just going to be her own suite. And I was like,
I'm in awe.
I know. Do you think we'll ever have enough money to stay there if we split it?
Never. I couldn't even, like, pay for photos of this place, I bet.
I couldn't pay to clean that place. Honestly.
Oh my God. Seriously, like, she
It
is
looks
so
so
good at
expensive.
creating this, like, whole brand and this, like, just experience now.
Oh, I know. I want the Vanderpump experience, and I'm afraid soon I won't be able to afford Sir.
Oh, not at all. It's, like, insane. I guess that's what we can use all of our flight credits for in 2024.
Yeah, honestly, we could just fly to LA finally and just take pictures outside Sir, because that's all we're going to be able to afford.
Yeah, we do a same day. We go there and back, and we take 30 minutes in LA just to go to Sir.
Amazing. Can't wait. Everyone's waiting for those pictures. We'll post it. So, speaking of Sir, let's go there. This isn't when everyone's working. This is daytime Sir. Everyone's
so
not
weird.
working.
Dana's
cleaning.
I don't understand when one person is just there, like, cleaning stuff.
I don't know. Does Peter just pick someone for, like, every day of the week?
I
have
guess.
no idea.
I never, like, worked in a restaurant full time. I, like, was a hostess, but, like, nothing serious.
I never worked in a restaurant because my mom was a horrible waitress and told me horrible stories, so I never wanted to. But I had other crappy
you can't
jobs.
work at Sir. Yeah.
No. But Dana's cleaning glasses, and then Sheena walks in, and Sheena's super weird, but whatever. She's not working because she has her surgery. I think she's just happy someone was there to listen.
Picking up her money.
Yeah, because she doesn't know when she'll be back, so it's very, like, up in the air right now.
But I guess if you're, like, I don't really want to call it surgery, but if you're having a procedure, I guess, like, what if something goes wrong? So, whatever.
Yeah. But Dana basically says she's not very happy that Sheena got Max all mad about the Brett thing, because Brett wasn't mad, but Sheena made him mad. We discussed it last week. It's kind of old news at this point, but, like, Sheena's getting in business that's not hers and making other people get involved in this business that's not hers. And Sheena apologizes.
I know. I was about to say, I love the way that Dana handled this, because she was really direct with her and just being like, I don't like the way you handled this. I don't think it's, like, you should be getting involved. And Sheena, I think, like, was really receptive towards it. Just, like, it wasn't about Sheena's, like, emotions. It wasn't how she reacts. It's the fact that, like, she riled somebody else up that, like, shouldn't have been involved either. But I love that, like, Sheena was, like, handled this apology so well. I feel like people are terrible at apologies. I'm sure I'm terrible at apologies, but it was like, Sheena did a really good job with that. Oh, yeah. Sheena was like, you're right. I'm sorry. And Dana says, I accept your apology. Let's move the fuck on. Yes. Again. Like, this is a tough apology that Dana's had to take from Sheena. She's so good. And, like, Dana truly does then just move on. I know. Like, she really doesn't care. Because then Sheena even says, like, there was a crush, but, like, it's not there anymore. And I want to be like, who is this girl? Well, she's like, let's be honest. She's like a whole new person. No, Sheena has a crush on everyone, but it's not, I think maybe she realizes it's over. Maybe. But this is when we find out that eventually there's going to be a double date with Brett, Dana, James, and Raquel. And I didn't know how much I needed this group. Oh, I cannot wait. I was so excited. I think this is going to be everything. Raquel needs more screen time, so I'm happy with it. I know. I love her. So now it's their nighttime. I get my Peter sighting. I would just like to say that Peter was not invited to Vegas, and I'm still sad about it, but Peter at least was in this episode for 1 second. Somebody's got to hold down the fort. I feel like Peter doesn't want to be involved. What's Peter doing? I just want, like, an update on Peter's life. Is he sad he's not involved? Is he okay? I don't know. I'm going to stalk him on Facebook, or on Instagram, on Facebook. Send him a DM. Maybe Peter's totally the type to answer. Excuse me, Peter, can I get a quote
Hi,
about
Peter.
Like, where your life is at?
sent us a selfie too. LOL. Are you okay?
Oh, man. Ugh, Lordy.
So literally everyone is working but Sheena. And we get a fun conversation with Raquel. This might be like one of my top ever Raquel moments.
Okay, I loved her hair. She looked fab.
She looked great. So Raquel's in the back kitchen, whatever they call it, where like they sometimes have conversations. I don't even know who she was talking to. I just solely was like, my eyes went to Raquel.
It was Charlie.
Was it Charlie? Maybe that's why I don't remember. She doesn't like do anything for me. But she says that James is doing really well sober, and it kind of turns her on.
Oh, which was crazy. I was like, I didn't expect that.
I loved it. I never expected Raquel to say this.
The interview was even better when she was like, it's like so much better. And she was like, okay, I don't want to say so much better because then it makes it sound like it was terrible. It's not drunk, sloppy sex anymore. And I was like, how is that any better?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved that she was so open about, like, her and James's sex life, even though, like, we didn't find anything else besides now it's probably, like, sober sex instead of drunk sex, which is, like, fun.
I guess maybe he was drunk every time they had sex, which, like, would suck.
Yeah, no, honestly, but here it is. Raquel finally got the sex she deserves.
Yeah, but Charlie at the same time says she thought
sex.
her and Brett, like, could just be friends. And I was like, okay, like, Raquel says, like, oh, like, guys and girls can never really be friends. And that's kind of true. Like, in some way, you kind of always think about the what if, but it doesn't mean you're, like, banging them every 5 seconds. I think Charlie just sucks at being a friend.
Okay, no, I was totally going to debate you on this. When they said that, like, if you have a guy friend, they want to bang you. I was like, no, I have tons of guy friends that, like, I have never thought of banging, and I hope to God, I don't think they think that way about me.
I think I agree. I've had some where it's the exact same. I think if they're long, like, you've been friends long enough that either, I'm sure at the beginning, like, guys always maybe think about it. I don't really know, but, like, maybe like, they think about the opportunity. But, I think you can just be friends with guys. I've been just friends with, like, some guys from high school and now college. Like, there's nothing that's going to ever happen with them.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And I think it just takes time, though.
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't know. Yeah, I just disagreed with Raquel, but whatever. I guess in LA it's different.
Well, in Charlie's world of LA, it's like everybody's banging everybody, so.
Yeah, I don't know. But then let's go to Sheena's apartment. Post-surgery.
This was so awkward and sad.
She has Kristen come to help.
Yeah.
I would have called literally anyone else.
I know. I was like, isn't her mom in LA?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I feel like Sheena's mom is always on the show compared to other people's mom.
Oh my God, so weird. I just got this weird message that says my Apple ID is being used somewhere else. Do I just deny it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to change this password, don't I? Whatever. I don't know how to do that.
That's crazy.
It's probably Kristen.
Kristen!
Well,
okay, so Kristen comes over. Kristen goes to Sheena's after Sheena's, freezes her eggs. Well, first off, Sheena doesn't know how many she got. It's a waiting game, but she has 9. All the details about the freezing of the eggs is there. And then Sheena also says that Katie texted her wishing her well, and that Katie said she wished that Sheena was in Vegas. And of course, Kristen, I'm like, why did you drop this bomb on her? Like, leave her alone. But Kristen's sad, and said that she was actually, like, upset about not being there, and she, like, didn't want to miss out, so she muted Stassi, Katie, and Bo on Instagram, like, their stories. So she doesn't even have to accidentally press on it.
I, honestly can't believe that Sheena said this to Kristen.
I know. I was like, way to throw it in her face, because that's what I'm saying. Like, last episode, the way Sheena said it is it sounded like it was just that group was invited, and it made sense why. Like, the couples and then Max. And, like, that seemed like a normal group. But now it's like, oh yeah, I was invited. I just obviously couldn't go because of this.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know, but Kristen's fucking devastated. As she said in her interview, literally fucking devastated.
Yeah, and she's like so tired of like being sad about her ex-best friends, which is like without Katie and Stassi, Kristen has like no one on this show.
Yeah, I don't know. I know. Also, in case you guys are wondering, it was my sister trying to log in, but I don't know why it said she was in Cicero. We live not in Cicero. She just texted me and she's like, it was me.
Is not being hacked.
I don't live in Cicero. I don't know why that's where it is.
Maybe it's where the company is, because that happens to me sometimes.
Cicero, Illinois?
I don't know.
No, Cicero is like on the way to the city, but you don't really want to stop there. And I'm in the freaking northwest suburbs full of Targets and suburban moms.
Oh, Lordy. Okay.
Whatever. I'll deal with her later. Let's go to Dana's apartment.
Yes, this was great. We get Dana and Danica, because they're friends again.
Yeah, who knew?
And they were talking about, like, okay, also I did not like Danica's sweatshirt. I know Dana loved it, but they were talking about the fast fashion website that she got it from, and Dana ordered a bunch of pieces, which was so funny for her to go through and be like, it's hard to, like, ball on a budget and look cute at the same time.
I know, so she gets cheap but slutty.
Yes, very economical.
Was Danica's sweatshirt the one that was, like, cropped but above her boobs?
Yeah, I think it came down on the sides and in the back, though, but it was, like, cropped above her boobs, and then it had that ring and those chains.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, the fuck is the point of this?
I wonder what website has cheap yet slutty clothes.
Seriously, and what do they mean by cheap? Because I'm broke as hell.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought. Because those clothes didn't look that cheap.
No, I mean, they look like, obviously, like fast fashion, but they look nicer than Forever 21.
Yeah, that's cheap. We're going to talk cheap, everyone. Whatever. But we talk about Brett and Dana. Brett makes Dana's vagina tingle. So that's
I love
fun.
how blunt Dana is. It cracks me up.
I know. And Danica's like so disgusted. She said that she thinks Dana can do better because Dana's a Leo and Brett's a Pisces. Which I was like, I don't even know what that means.
No, I don't follow like signs, but like, how do you just tell somebody else like, sorry, you can't date him because your signs aren't a match?
I have a friend like that who always is like, oh my God, I like this guy and he's this sign. So like we get along great. And I was like, what? And then I'm sitting there like, all I know about astrology is I'm a Scorpio, and for some reason that makes me a huge bitch, which, like, they're not wrong, but all I know.
I'm a Cancer, but I know nothing about him. People have always asked if they can tell me about it, and like, what's my water sign? And I think it's like a sun sign. And I'm like, where did all these things come from?
We have more than one sign?
Yeah, you have like a water sign, I think, or like a moon sign and a water, I don't really know.
I love hearing about this stuff, but I immediately forget whatever I learn.
Yeah, I think it's like when the day you were born, and then like where the moon was, and like the stars, and like everything coming together into one, because obviously not every person born in like June is the same, so it's all about where the moon was too.
Well, whatever. Danica's apparently super into this. So when we go to Danica's interview, right? I'm going to paint a picture. She is putting on so much fucking chapstick. She does like 20 rounds on her bottom lip, and I'm while she's talking, and I'm so distracted by it because like I don't even know. One, I never use that much chapstick, and I use a lot of chapstick, and two, it was like she was trying to have a full blown conversation about how she used to talk to two Pisces she dated two Pisces before, but now they both have restraining orders against her, and I'm like, this is the most casually dropped bomb.
It's like the producers, I feel like with her when I interview her, it's always like, wait, what?
I know that one producer was like, I'm sorry. And she's like, it's not important. Like, they're sensitive. I think is what she said. And I was like, oh my God.
Like they don't even like lead her into these like answers. It's like, she's just like talking about how Dana won't work out with this guy. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I know because like, I obviously have 2 restraining orders against me from Pisces, and they're like, I'm sorry, what?
And like all this, I'm sure they were like, yeah, we're going to take a break, and they almost maybe turned off the camera or stopped rolling because Dana's like loading up her chapstick, and then they stopped and they're like, what the fuck?
Oh, I think they've learned to never stop rolling the cameras with this group.
Yeah, Danica is now, I don't hate her, but I'm very curious about her past. Like, I'd like a lot of like,
I would love a special, even if it's on just like
from?
social media. Yeah.
Like interviewing Brett, her ex that she punched in the face.
Yes, I want that whole story of that. Of what went
Who
down.
was in the car when she got her DUI, where now she has this breathalyzer in her car? I want to hear from them. I want to hear from these Pisces. What's happening, everyone?
It's great because I feel like a lot of times in reality TV, a lot of the drama just becomes from like yelling at each other, and that kind of gets old. That Danica's like self-drama is great content.
Amazing. I don't know where they found this girl, but this is
I love that she's
a great
so
like
much
5 minutes.
She's so much of a mess, and she just like owns it. But she's not a mess like Kristen, who like can't like even go on with her daily life. But she's just like, yeah, of course I have a breathalyzer in my car. Like, gotta go to work.
You don't? I'm like, should I get one?
Yeah.
But I think this is the last non-Vegas thing, which is like great because it's the double date with Dana, Brett, Raquel, and James.
This was amazing.
So really quick, Raquel starts her order by ordering a cheeseburger with cheese.
I don't know why, but I thought that they were at a Mexican restaurant, and then like she ordered a cheeseburger, and I was already confused, and then she goes, and cheese, and I was like, what?
It was just so Raquel, like I was like, this queen is getting good sex finally, and then the producers do her so dirty with, can I have a cheeseburger with cheese? And I was like, Raquel, of course you can.
And then James was just like, and I'll take a Coca-Cola. I was like,
God.
This guy, let's
so
pour his soda now.
I need more cameras just on James and Raquel, like, navigating the world.
Oh.
I'd love it.
Two young birds who just got pushed out of the nest, and it's great.
But so James shares that he and Lala talked to Dana's birthday party, which I think is great.
Yeah, they do really well one-on-one, which I think is true. Like, I think sometimes, like, with Lala, like, she can just be really bitchy to other people, but James, like, knows her so well that he doesn't think, like, things she's saying are bitchy, because I don't think she always means it to be. I think Lala just has these tones in her voice that come off poorly. But that, like, they really talk about how Lala is a great asset for James in this time. She's been through this before, especially, like, so early in his sobriety. He's 2 weeks now. Whoop, whoop. 2
weeks, and he's gotten in no fights and no tips with anyone.
So proud of him. I think he's just, like, now realizing the benefits of this, which it, like, means he's going to have long-term success.
I love this.
He seems so happy.
I know, I love it. But then Dana, oh my God, she's like Sheena sometimes. She goes, Danica doesn't really like Brett. She doesn't want me dating you, Brett. And Brett is like, the fuck, bro? Like, Danica sucks. Which I, again, think Danica just, like, hasn't gotten laid, so she's not going to let anyone else in this world get laid. And then it's Dana.
Yeah, she's definitely, but I love the way that Brett, like, describes it. He's like, Danica is like a poison seed, and I don't want anything bad in my beautiful garden. Like, I'm all about non-GMO here.
He's so dorky. I loved it. And Brett tells the table how he was flirting with Lisa, probably because of his mom issues. And James almost lost his Coca-Cola. Like, he was like, what? And he's like, it's hard for me to picture Lisa as anything but a mom. And and then Dana is like, Lisa has a fat pussy.
PH.
And James almost lost it.
He's like, why? No, I don't think about these things. Not about Lisa. Like, she's like my mom. And, like, Brett's like, yeah, of course she's like my mom, but I totally slide into her DMs. And I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, my God, James has never been so uncomfortable, and yet he loved it. And that's when I learned that fat pussy means that you have a really nice body.
Yeah, I did not know that, but I saw Amy Schumer was on Watch What Happens Live, and they, like, talked about it on there, and I was like, what is going on? And they were like, yeah, fat pussy, P-H-A-T pussy. And I'm like, what is going on?
I literally have never heard that before.
Never.
So I would have reacted how James and Raquel did, where they were like, what?
I would have been like, stop talking about, especially if you're James, like, he's, like, has such a close, like, mother-son relationship with her that it's like, oh my God, no, I cannot talk about Lisa. Like, please get me out of here.
I know, but James was cracking up. It was so funny. Like, I was cracking up for James.
We need more double dates from this group.
More James. Let's do Vegas now.
Oh my God, I'm so pumped. Vegas, baby. I've been waiting all
episode. Vegas. So we're not private plane.
Yeah,
to Vegas.
This looks amazing.
Lisa and Ken take Tom and Katie. I swear to God, Tom and Katie got the best marriage deal. Anyone else who's been married on the show, Tom and Katie win.
Yeah, because they got, like, the real nice wedding, and then they get a second wedding that's way more chill and way more fun, and you get to fly on a private jet, and it's all paid for by Lisa and Ken. Wow, gold.
I know. And Lisa's ready to get this marriage official.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, we're going to do it.
She's like, this isn't for fun. Realize why we're here. And I'm like, this isn't a business dealing, but to Lisa, like, it is.
Yep, Schwartz has got to get his fucking act together. We're over it.
We're not losing paper.
So then we finally get to Vegas. Schwartz is living the high life. At one point, you see him, like, talking to someone who works in the hotel, and he goes, oh my God, he just called me Mr. Schwartz.
He's like, I like the sound of that. That sounds real nice.
I know, and he like, walks into his suite with Katie, and he goes, a pool table, a chair, and he, like, gets his butt stuck in it, and he's like, oh my God, this is amazing.
He sat in the sink, and Katie's like, get out of there. You're going to break that. Move.
I know. He's so funny. And then Lisa goes up to the Vanderpump suite, and her face is on the room key.
Yeah,
I died.
She was like, oh, my face is still on the keys, like, from when she opened Vanderpump, like, cocktail, like, lounge, whatever it's called. I'm like, damn, I missed out on some Lisa, like, hotel room keys.
I say a lot of things, but, like, I'll know I've made it when. This is the top one. I know I've made it when my face is on a hotel key.
Dude, I'll know I've made it when I just, like, get to fly on a private jet and I know the person on the key.
Well, according to Lala, you can just give a blowjob to anyone and they'll take you on their private jet.
I don't know the right people.
And we can't just waste our blowjobs on anyone.
No. If you don't have a private jet, it's a no from me.
And then the rest of the crew shows up. Max is officially part of this crew now.
Yeah, did you hear Lala? She was like, I guess you're part of this group. And he was just like, thanks?
Yeah, and then someone goes, or maybe it was Brittany, was like, we have to get him fucked up.
Oh my
and Max
God.
was like, okay, weirdos. Randall's here, and he's like weirdly more excited than everyone else.
I think weddings seem to be his thing, though. Like, he was pumped at Brittany and Jax's wedding, too.
He's like, I think he's just excited to be included, you know, because a lot of times Lala does like really fun things without him. And now he's like, ooh, I get to come? But he's talking to Lala in their room. And he's like, Lala, you really wanted a ring. Oh, because they're talking about Stassi. That's it.
Yeah.
They're like, this is going to make Stassi's head explode. That she still doesn't have a ring. And he's like, Lala, you were the same way.
She's like, no, I wasn't.
Lala thinks if you're 40, you're too old to be called a boyfriend.
Which I kind of agree.
Yeah. Like, I'm like kind of into it.
I get it being like, all right, you got to hurry up. But think, like, didn't Bo just turn 40 or, like, he's, like, 42? Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, it's all about, time's ticking. Let's get a move on this.
I know. So when Stassi is in Tom and Ariana's room, her and Tom are working on officiating the wedding, getting the script right, you know, because these are both professionals.
Great. I love how they were like, so should we say, like, we're all gathered here today? And they're like, of course, like, we have to do that. And I was like, what? This is just the basic script. Like, come on.
They're so funny because if we're going to have two people you have Tom Sandoval, professional actor, and Stassi Schroeder, professional
Basic
entertainer.
Bitch. Yeah.
The two of them together is just like, this is an event.
Oh, this is like, for how little time it seems like everything was prepared, I was impressed about everything.
Agreed. And Stassi says that Ariana and Tom should get married. And Ariana's like, no thanks. It's okay.
Yeah, I love that Ariana was like, man, I really got away with people stopping asking me, like everybody stopped asking me about when we're going to get married because of all these other wedding things going on. And she's like, what the fuck, Stassi? And I get it. Like, I would be so tired of answering that question. When you've already said, I want to be with Sandoval, like, for the rest of my life, not about marriage. Like, just move on.
Yeah, I was thinking Sandoval, though, like, looking at him, he just, like, looked at Ariana and he's like, if you say yes, I have my baby, like, I'm in.
Could you imagine if they did a dual wedding?
I would have died. I would have died. My
that would have been
happiness.
So cool. Because, like, here's my thing is, like, Ariana doesn't have to do it, like, legally, in my opinion. I think they would all be fine if they just did, like, a cute little ceremony, like a commitment ceremony. They should
do the super drunk wedding at, like, 2 a.m. Where it's, like, really not legal, you know?
Yeah.
And
that would be
or they do what Tom Schwartz did and just don't file the paperwork.
Yes. You don't even have to, like, get the paperwork.
We just want the party.
Yes, just have a party. Maybe that's what everybody just wants is a party.
And then we go to Brittany and Jax's room, and Brittany's like, we should get married again. And Jax is like, no, which honestly I was like, thanks the fucking Lord.
Yeah, she was like, I want to do a Vegas wedding in 3 years. And I was like, honey, this isn't something you aspire to. Like, this isn't like, oh, I want to do this too. It's like, you just had your wedding like 2 weeks ago. Can we calm down now? I know,
and we know Brittany filed that paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
They're married.
You have the marriage license. And Jack, not down for it. But don't worry, he packed a white jacket so he can wear white.
Oh, my God. He's literally so annoying. But, so, okay, let's go to Tom and Katie's room. Tom has his jacket that he pulls out, and it has fringe. It looks like something straight out of the Wild Wild West. And I love it. Oh my God, that's what kind of wedding this is. Like that's when it hit me that I was like, this is what kind of wedding it is. Because before I felt like we only saw costumes of Katie and Sandoval, which if they're officiating, that's fine.
Yeah,
but then seeing this, I was like, oh my God, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I thought the fringe was great, and then like Katie just looked normal, which is fine. But I was really pumped because like Sandoval and Stassi obviously have costumes. That's like, what else is to come?
Yeah. But we do find an article of clothing that we're not ready for.
No.
And a bra is in Schwartz's bag. And he's like, I think this is your bra. And Katie goes, that's not my bra. And she's dead ass serious. Like, that's not my bra. And I love that Schwartz is like, don't do this to me. And Katie's like, no, honestly, like, that's not my fucking bra. Why do you have a bra?
I love it because guys, like, I mean, he, like, was like, oh, yeah, this must be yours. You used the suitcase last. But, like, girls know their bras. Like, we wear them every fucking day. But she's like, no, this is not mine. And she's, like, looking at it because I totally would have looked at the tag and been like, nope, I don't wear this size. This is not mine.
Yeah, she's like, that's my bra. Give it to me. And, like, Tom is kind of, like, mini freaking out where he's like, I know I didn't do anything. But why is there this bra? And Katie is not even worried. She's like, it's not my bra. Whose bra is it?
But he walks away and he's like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know. I was cracking up. I really, at this point, did you think it was Katie's bra? Like, what did you think?
No, it had to be some prank, and I was thinking it was Jax, because Jax now is on the pranking train that, like, I was like, oh, it had to be one of the guys. That was my assumption.
We won't say who it is yet. Suspense. I don't know why you're listening to this if you don't know, but suspense. But I was like, if it's not Katie's bra, it has to be someone's bra. But I was like, it's not someone random. I had no idea, but I genuinely thought it was like maybe Stassi had like given, I don't know, had like run out of room and like slipped it into Sandoval's bag or Schwartz's bag or something. Like I had no idea that was even like could be a prank.
While Stassi is busy, we have Bo over in his room, ready to call and ask Stassi's dad for her hand. And I thought this was so cute. I really like this tradition, personally.
He opened up that beard, too. He was like, oh, God.
Well, I love how nervous he was. He was babbling so much. I was like, this is so uncomfortable. I love it.
Okay, because Stassi's dad is literally the scariest man alive. We've seen it on the show. I watched the Amazing Race that Stassi and her dad and her brother and some lady that her dad used to be married to did. And her dad was horrifying. It was like a Stassi in boy form, to which I was
I was going to say, we know where she gets it from.
It was horrifying. So he asks, finally, after babbling, the dad's permission to propose, and eventually Stassi's dad says yes.
Yes,
it seemed like it was cut weird, right? Like, it was kind of roundabout, like, well,
yeah, I don't know. It was definitely weird, because I was like, he's not going to say no. Like, they're obviously engaged in present time. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they would do it without, like, Bo, like, there's no way he didn't give his permission, but it was just like, yeah, like you said, way too roundabout. And then he's like, yeah, I think you'd make a great couple. And it's just like, oh that's it?
like this dad was going to say no. Come on.
Yeah.
But then, so Bo, I almost died. So we all know Stassi's parents roast the hell out of her constantly for no reason.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Bo says on the phone, he's like, I promise I'll be a good son-in-law. And Stassi's dad goes, I can't promise that Stassi will make a good wife. And I was like, Mark.
And I love that Bo's like, I'm going to have to tell her this.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to tell her you said that. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
So I think he was genuinely like, I'm going to have to tell her she might kill me. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously she'll see it, so I have to tell her first.
And then we have like a really quick scene in the Vanderpump suite. Someone's coming over to look at the blueprints. And Lisa finds this man very attractive. He's from Caesar's Palace.
Yes, again in front of Ken.
I know. Ken's like, well, fuck me then, Lisa. I hope Ken's at least getting some sex or something. Like,
she like says every once in a while she like mentions how much they have sex, and it's like, I think it's literally his birthday. I mean, obviously that's probably not true, but like she makes jokes about it, and I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. But so this man comes to see blueprints. Her friend Nick, I don't know, Adeline or something is there.
I don't know. Yeah.
And he's going to make the chandeliers, and it's going to be beautiful, and I'm never going to be able to afford it. That's the end of that scene.
All I'm saying is we didn't get, like, the Vanderpump, like, cocktail bar, like, on the show. I mean, we got, obviously, this episode, but we didn't get the opening, like.
Yeah.
So I want that. I want a tour of that either on Bravo.com. I'm asking, obviously, all the Bravo execs who listen to this podcast, I'm asking them for a tour of the room on Bravo.com.
And that's how we're going to get in there.
Yes. I just need to see it.
Same. I have to know what's happening. I have to know how big it is. I have to know where everything is.
Yeah, because then I can get together a big enough group to save up and rent out, and we'll just bring 80,000 air mattresses.
I cannot wait. I hope I'm a part of this group.
Oh, of course.
We get the bed though. We get the bed that Lisa is laying on.
Yeah, well, I think we could get like
bed.
20 people in that bed. It's going to be massive.
100%. So then we are at the Vanderpump Cocktail Garden. Fucking finally. The first thing I thought when watching this was Randall is going nuts. This 40-year-old parties harder than I do.
I didn't notice. Dang it, what did he do?
No, he's just shouting. He's like, hey, we're getting married. Woo! And I was like, oh my God.
Maybe
it's my dad.
Like, think about it. He's a dad, so like no kids, like he's with other people who drink. Like Lala doesn't drink, so it's like he probably goes ham when he sees other humans.
Oh my God, it's so weird.
That's a post quarantine vibe.
Let's talk about this server.
Oh my gosh.
This weird ass clone of Sheena.
It was so scary similar, it made me uncomfortable.
She even laughs like Sheena. She talks like Sheena. She flirts with the same men as Sheena.
Yeah, it like awkwardly flirts too, where they're just like, hey.
My favorite was Stassi is like talking about this girl and she goes, I'm scared this girl is going to jump up on the bar and start singing Sweet as Silver.
Oh, man.
Good as Gold is my favorite Tina Shea song.
Yeah, they roast her way too much, this group does.
Because we're good as gold.
Such a classic. You can't sing more. Copyright.
Tina, don't come after me. I'm giving you free publicity. So then Lisa rolls on up and looks amazing.
I love her so much. She also thinks this server is a Sheena lookalike, and I love that she's talking to Max. The Sheena lookalike server is talking to Max and Lisa, and is talking about Lisa hiring people, and it's very clear that Lisa did not hire this Vegas crew because she's like, oh hey, she does not know this girl. It's really awkward. Max is flirting with her.
Why is this girl flirting with Max in front of her boss, Lisa Vanderpump? It was so fucking uncomfortable that this girl is like, hey Max, let me know if I can get you anything. Looked at Lisa and was like, he's trouble. And I was like, oh my god, I hate it. Even Lisa was like, weird.
Yeah. But Lisa pulls Katie aside and actually
oh my god, yes.
tells Katie that she slipped the bra into Schwartz's bag. And Katie's like, what? And Lisa tells her that I guess the bags got mixed up, so Schwartz's bag went to Lisa's, and Lisa's bag went to Katie and Tom's, and so she decided to leave a little present in there as payback, since they can't really yell at him about the paperwork that he lost from the first wedding. They can totally be mean to him about finding a bra in his bag.
Oh, I know, and all I thought was this is a prank. At Randall, at Jack. This is a prank.
Yes. This is I love watching the Kardashians, and they, Khloe and Scott know how to do solid pranks. They're funny. They aren't harmful. Great, good fun. And this is not their level, but definitely on the right track.
No, their best prank, the Kardashians. Oh my god, what was it? This is Todd Prank.
Yeah. Well, they did one last
for years.
They did one the last few seasons called Art Vandalay, where they sold art that Khloe made.
Oh my god.
Chris, and Chris thought it was really expensive art.
Oh my god, it's so funny. And I love that they pranked Kris Jenner, because then it's you can't prank someone that's not your family or close friend, which is another thing to know. Oh my god, it was absolutely hilarious. I love this prank. Good job, Lisa. So now we're going to end the night and we're going to go ziplining. Even Lisa, we're all going to go ziplining.
Well, Lisa didn't want to because she had two, jiggy tonics instead of gin and tonics. And I was like, honey,
maybe.
Calm down. But yeah, this looks so cool. I want to go.
Notice how they left Ken behind. Fuck you, Ken. We're going ziplining. And it looked really fun, and I think that's how they ended the night, right?
Yes. Because the next thing we get is next morning. I think we get some people waking up, but the main thing is Katie saying, I don't think we should do this today.
Yeah, and Tom's like, what? Why? And Katie goes, because of that bra in your bag. And Tom's literally like, I'm innocent. And then,
he's like, don't do this to me.
And then Tom even says, he's like, I wish it was just Lisa's bra. And Katie looks at him and was like, it is.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going to keep it, but not in a weird way. And she was like, there's no other way. That it's just weird.
Oh my god, I know. And Katie's surprisingly really cool with Tom having Lisa as a hall pass, because we've all known this for a while. But I think it's because
funny. We all know, let's be honest, if anybody could get to Lisa, it's Brett over Schwartz.
Oh yeah. Well, Lisa loves Katie and Tom's marriage too much to do anything to jeopardize that. Brett has a clear line to Lisa, though. He's just got to keep going in the right direction.
Lisa doesn't flirt the same way with Schwartz as she does with Brett. Lisa actually flirts with Brett.
She flirts with Schwartz, and she's like, "Oh, Schwartzy." With Brett, she's like, "Can we make out?"
Hey. Yeah.
So we're getting ready for the wedding. Katie is crimping her hair.
Oh, I saw that, and
she had a crimper.
Woof.
Oh, I hate it.
Rough. Yeah,
but
I saw that, and I was like, ooh, because like the whole episode she had her hair crimped.
I know. She looks so much better with it not crimped, but whatever. I'm just going to judge.
She's learned from it. It seems like she's learned.
Tom is busy smelling Lisa's bra, so we're all getting ready for this wedding. It's great. So wait, did you watch this episode live, or did you watch it, like, being able to pause?
I recorded it, so I have all the characters.
Okay, I have all the characters, too. You want to go one by one?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, Tom is a cowboy slap master.
Slot.
Oh, slap master.
Like the casinos.
Got it. A slot master.
We've got Katie as the glam rocker bride.
We have Ariana as the enthusiastic middle-aged tourist,
which I think was my favorite. Max is the psychedelic flower girl.
We have one of the officiants as the king of extra.
Shocker. And none Stassi as the second officiant.
And welcome to the perfect Vegas wedding.
I was disappointed in the lack of costumes, mainly from Beau, because he usually participates, and we all knew Jax wasn't going to. But it always seems like Brittany just wants to be pretty and not, like, have fun.
Yeah, and we all knew Lala probably wasn't going to dress up, because she just, like, never kind of does.
And Rand isn't really focused on, so it's fine.
I feel like Randall would have, though. Like, if Lala had given him the okay, he would have been like, dress up?
Yeah. I saw on Instagram, I forget who posted it, but obviously one of the dress-up groups, like somebody from, it was maybe Schwartz. He posted those boomerangs that they had in the show, and I was dying laughing because I didn't really understand what was going on at first.
Oh, I'm so excited to go look at those. The flowers that Lisa bought say, let's get it right this time.
But it's also like funeral flowers.
Oh my God, it was so fucking funny.
It had that little banner. I was like, oh man, it's just like the levels to this wedding. It just keeps getting better.
Amazing. So what do you think about Sandoval and Stassi's speech?
They were great. I have some quotes from it.
Same. So let's start. They have the documents, right?
Yes.
So we'll start there. What's your first quote? Keep going.
I have that. So they're like, welcome to the official wedding, and by official, we actually have the documents here.
It's a twice in a lifetime thing.
Yes. Schwartz is getting his dream wedding of everyone getting shit-faced in Vegas.
Stassi doesn't know anything about marriage, so.
We have Jax cutting in from his actual interview chair saying that his wedding was better.
Oh, I go right in the back of my head.
That's all I have for quotes.
I have that this is all Schwartz's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what a great mistake this turned out to be. It's kind of like, never mind.
Yeah, this is
I
really
said
fun.
Something horrible.
Just say it.
It's kind of like when you accidentally have a kid.
It's only funny because we don't have kids.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people who accidentally have kids, so it's like a happy time, but...
Yeah, like congrats on your accidental kid.
Yeah.
And they're married, and they sign those documents ASAP.
It is official. We also have, of course, you have to throw the bouquet. And
so cute.
I love that Stassi's like, well, I'm the only one, so what does it matter?
I know, wait, Stassi runs over there, right? She's like, I'm the only one. And then it gets like a weird shot of like Ariana and Lala just standing there. And they're like, kind of like, they have their hands just kind of like half up. And Stassi's just like, woo, I got the bouquet. And then like, you see Ariana and Lala just like walk away.
You're like, okay, we're done now. Well, then they go
fun.
They go to Vanderpump cocktail lounge for the reception.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking, did they go anywhere else? Like, Can we?
No, Lisa's paying for it. Why would we?
I
What?
get it, but like one other location besides the
No.
dang zip line.
No, we can't. Lisa's paying for all of it. Remember,
I
Jax
guess.
is poor.
Yeah, got to get your branding in.
So Jax gives a speech, which like I didn't see coming, and honestly I have no notes from it.
I have none. I was like, why? I just have Jax give speech. Why?
Oh, shit. He was of course left out of being an officiant, so he like had to.
It was weird.
Whatever, that was my one Jax moment. So like, fuck you, Jax, bye.
I guess it's his claim. He can say he's the best man because Sandoval's busy being the officiant.
Oh my god. So the Sheena waitress is here again.
Oh.
I don't even know her name.
Like
It starts with a K, but
yeah,
she's like Sheena. Kira?
I don't. I think it's like Kira, something like that, but really long.
Yeah, I don't know. They add like extra R's and like A's or something. I don't even know. But
all my notes say Sheena lookalike.
I'll just say Sheena waitress. But like, it's kind of obvious Max is totally gonna hook up with her, and Lisa's kind of like, she knows, and I was like, oh, this is so uncomfortable for everyone involved.
It's weird because this is like awkward. It's not like they hit it off and they'd like been talking. It's just like, oh, I guess she's here.
Yeah. So really quick, this is like not even a little important. So right before Bo gets up to go to talk to Lisa, we have a real quick like look at Stassi and Schwartz, and Schwartz just looks at Stassi and he goes, I like when you wear things that aren't your brand. And Stassi looks at him and is like, what? And he's like, you know, not like a Stassi brand thing, like off brand. And then it just like cuts to Bo, and I was like, that was the best little mini conversation I've ever seen.
Wait, like her own t-shirt?
No. Like, you know how Stassi has like a real, like, you see her and her clothes are always on point. You can tell it's very Stassi-esque outfit, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like that outfit is so Stassi-esque.
She was wearing, I think it was this like glittery silver hat she was wearing.
Yeah.
And Schwartz is just like drunk looking at it. He's like, I love when you wear things that like are off brand for you.
I thought you meant like the nun outfit. No. I was like, that is totally on brand for Stassi. But yeah, the hat was weird.
I think it was this weird hat. But Bo goes to tell Lisa that he's going to propose to Stassi.
I was so excited. And he says
next He has the ring.
Yeah.
He has the ring. Stassi has absolutely no idea. He's very nervous about asking Lisa for permission.
Yes. And he tells her he's proposing in the cemetery. She's like, in a cemetery? And he goes, yeah, you know, she really likes that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
I'm happy
I
about
loved
this.
Lisa's so happy. We have to wait one more week. Hopefully that's their time and our time. You know what's going to fucking happen? We're going to get the building of it, and then they're going to cut it, and then we're going to have to wait till the next week after that.
I would freak out. There's no way. We're like getting towards the end of the season, I feel like.
This is episode 15.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
I don't know how many. But, okay, Lisa said she was planning something for it then. She was like, oh, do you want me to plan? And I couldn't really catch what she was trying to say. Like, is she planning the after party? That's what I was wondering.
I think, like the friends and family get together, maybe?
Yeah. But I guess that makes sense. They always have stuff like that, or like bridal parties at like Lisa.
Yeah. Does Bo give you so many Schwartz vibes though? Like when he's walking away, he's like, "Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa."
In his awkward interactions, 100%. But like with his friends, Bo is way more confident. But yeah, with Stassi's dad and with Lisa, he's just like, "Okay, bye."
He's just like Schwartzy. And he's like that now when he has to discuss marriage with Stassi, because he's always like, I don't know, don't get mad, I don't know, I'm not proposing. Crack me up. I love Bo being Schwartzy. I love it.
Well, the wedding is over, and they are now packing up. Everybody's leaving Vegas. Lisa called Max the next morning.
Wait, no. What? Wait. Stassi orders room service first. Did you not talk about this?
No.
Oh my god, this is my favorite. Stassi orders room service in her British accent, and she, like, her and Bo are ordering, and the person at the front desk that's, like, taking their order or whatever is like, okay, thank you, Mrs. Clark, and she hangs up and looks at Bo, and she's like, oh my God, she called me Mrs. Clark. And Bo like ignores it and Stassi's like, she called me Mrs. Clark. And Bo's like, yeah, okay. Sorry, I had to put that in. It was my favorite.
At first, I thought they were trying to act like Lisa and put it on her tab, even though, like, everything's on her tab. And I was like, this is hilarious. And then they said, like, oh, thanks, Mrs. Clark. And I was like, wait a minute, what's happening?
It was so cute. I'm so happy about it. Mrs. Clark.
Oh, man.
Do you think she's going to keep her name?
Yes.
I do, too.
I think she'll legally change it to Clark, but she will
go by Stassi Schroeder?
Yes.
I love that. Now we can go to Max's room.
All right.
And
well,
Lisa.
dealing with important business, Lisa has to call Max about some invoices.
Like,
which I'm
now.
like, what the fuck? And she's like, I have to call him right now. And he's like,
why didn't she talk to Max yesterday?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I dealt with that before we left. And she's like, great. And he's like, why are you FaceTiming me? And she's like, I need to see this mess of a room you're talking about.
I know. The boys trashed his room. And Lisa's like, you have to clean it.
Which is fine.
Oh my God, like Lisa can't find one person to clean that room. But Max is like giving a tour of like the mess that's been made in his room, and Lisa's like, what's in the bed? And they look and it's like this shot of a hand just hanging out, and I was like, oh my God, it's Sheena Server.
I kind of wish it was somebody random. This was so weird. That girl was so awkward.
That girl was awkward. Lisa just found out that 2 of her employees have had one-night stands with each other, and, like, at least she knows Max, and Max is, like, on the show, so she knows this is good TV. But this bitch? Yeah. What? She should be so embarrassed, especially because she could have pretended to be asleep because Max was talking, and Lisa's like, is she sleeping through the whole thing? And Max is like, she's tired, you know, and, like, clearly doesn't want to get into it. And then this girl is like, Lisa! And I was like, no.
You can tell the girl has never really met Lisa or, like, doesn't know her because she's always like, oh, my God, hey, Lisa. And it's like, no, bitch.
Oh, my God, is she just trying to be on Vanderpump? That's what I got, is that this girl just, like, wants to be on Vanderpump roles.
Absolutely. That and Big Max, like, obviously.
But then we go to Tom and Katie, and we don't know where the marriage certificate is.
Which I just hope that, like, producers are trying to, like, make this more interesting. But I love how they cut it where it's, like, them getting married, them, like, just a quick blip of them, like, signing the certificate. And then it's 97 seconds later when they're walking into Vanderpump Cocktail Garden and there is no paper in Tom's hand.
Oh, I loved it. I loved, too, that, like, while he was, like, walking out with the certificate of, like, walking out of the wedding, and Stassi's like, no, you hold on to that. And he's like, I hold on to this?
Yeah. He's like, you take it. And she's like, no, you have to hold it. And he's like, I have to hold it?
And then it just cuts to, like, nowhere to be seen. And I was like, whoever edited this is a genius. I loved it.
The editing is top notch.
Next time, we go to a strip club, maybe? And there seems to be some drama between Dana and Brett.
Oh my God, I didn't watch this. I just realized this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay,
Felix came down and interrupted me.
Freaking rude.
Okay, tell me. I want to know. I'm really
excited. So, yeah, it looks like we're at a strip club of some sort, and Dana says something like, they're all attractive men here, and Brett, like, looked like he was mad, but, like, I didn't get enough to know. And then we have Lala and James recording together, and it's total Kanye vibes.
Okay.
And then they discuss their sobriety, and what they showed was something like they both have the same dream where they're like dreaming that they have a drink, and then they wake up like concerned about it, so they're like bonding over that. Bo goes to Lisa. I'm sure to like talk about the proposal stuff. And Lisa advises him not to invite Kristen. I'm assuming to the party. And we haven't, like, talked about the wedding yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I know, spoiler, Kristen's not invited to the wedding. If there even is a wedding, because it's in Italy right now. So, we don't know. But I think it's to the after party. But Bo says he's still friends with Kristen. So, like, it cuts to Bo talking to Kristen and going like, I'm still friends with you. And then it cuts to Stassi being like, well, then you can go home with Kristen then. And I was like, I hope that's not right after she got her fucking ring.
I don't think it would be.
I don't know.
Feel like
it didn't look like Stassi was dressed for it.
I think they would have shown us them at least at the, like, graveyard or, like the cemetery if it's going to happen next week. I think we're 2 weeks away from the proposal now.
Yeah. I don't know what party this is on that Bo shouldn't invite Kristen to.
It looked, actually, don't they have their, wine one?
Why wouldn't Kristen be invited to that, though?
No. Where Kristen, Bo, and Stassi are talking.
What? What wine party?
They're because remember, like, last episode they were planning that wine party at, their potion, Witches of WeHo.
Maybe.
They, like, have a new wine launching, so I think they have, like, that's where Bo, it seems, I bet that Bo, Kristen, and Stassi were talking. But I think Bo and Lisa were planning the, like, after engagement party.
Maybe. Good call. Yeah, I don't know, but that's what we have for next week, which again looks really good. I'm all down to watch Stassi
I'm about it.
And I'm all down to watch James.
I want this Kristen stuff to really come to a head, and I want it either wrapped up or
exploding.
Like, I need it to be wrapped up. I hate this limbo.
Same.
Like, it's not working. And I don't think it seems like none of them are really friends with her except for Brittany and Jax in real time. So I feel like, what's the point of her being on the show then?
I agree. She's not bringing anything but, like, annoying drama.
Yeah, it's not even good drama. This is dumb drama.
I don't know. But, yeah, that's what we have to look forward to next week.
I can't wait.
Okay, so like I said earlier, no one gave me anything on Facebook. Oh,
Boo.
I just want to know things other. Do you like Jax and Brittany? Let me know. Do you not like James?
What do you think of that double date?
Wait, I want to ask everyone. Do you think guys and girls can be friends without the want to hook up?
Yes.
I'm going to post that in the group. I'm just, like, curious. I want to know, because I think you can be friends.
Yeah, I'm curious about this, too.
One guy friend in particular, I mean, I have another guy friend that, like, nothing's ever happened, but that's because he's, like, gay now, so, I don't know. But I have a different guy friend in particular. I've been friends with him since the 8th grade. There has never once been a late night moment that we're, like, looking to each other's eyes. We've never once tried to hit on each other. I don't even think we've danced together. Like, we're just and we hang out all the time, so it's possible.
Yeah, I want to have a discussion on this because I have a lot to say.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm going to ask everyone that, but please, like, give us your opinion.
We're bored.
Yeah. So fucking bored. Meredith and I, before we started recording, literally talked for like 20 minutes just because we're like another person.
Every week. It's like, oh my God, thank God we have scheduled time to talk because I can't deal with the normal people I see every day.
I know, I'm so annoying. I'm always like, hey Meredith, whenever you want to record, I'm fucking ready.
I'm like, here's the 47 things I want to talk about, and then we can talk about Vanderpump.
It's amazing. So yeah, let's do Accepted and Blocked.
Woohoo!
Oh, this is going to be so hard for me. I loved everyone in this episode.
I think Blocked is easiest for me.
Okay, I have a Blocked, I think, so go with that.
Oh my God, I literally just blanked my whole life just a minute there. Oh my God, I had it in my head. Who did I pick? You go first. I need a minute.
You up.
Oh my God, okay. I'm like trying to think of the whole episode now.
Before I block anyone, I would like to say this is kind of a cheap cop-out, but I loved everyone in this episode, specifically because Jax and Brittany weren't really in it, and neither really was Kristen, so, like, there wasn't a lot to go off of, and everyone else was pretty great. But I'm going to block the Sheena clone. This girl fucking sucks. One, she's flirting on the job, and I get sometimes you gotta flirt on the job, but she's not only flirting on the job, she's flirting in front of cameras, in front of her, like, the owner, And it's gross and weird, and then she can't keep her mouth shut in bed and has to, like, shout to Lisa. This girl fucking sucks. Whatever, Kira, whatever her fucking name is, as of right now, I guess we can count her in as Sheena, but, like, I don't know.
Not fair to Sheena.
But, yeah, that's my block.
Okay. I've got mine now. I remembered it. I think my coffee cocktail went to my head. My block is for Max, because the same reason I pretty much blocked Sheena last week, where it's like, why are you saying everything's cool and then not, like, saying everything's not cool? But even worse, like, why are you being with this your blocked person or, like, look like Sheena? I just didn't like. I wasn't about it. He was being so weird.
Ooh, he was my second. You're right. That's a
like
way better one.
Not about it.
Do you want to do your accepted?
Ooh, this one was really exciting because there's so many good people that it's like, oh my God, everybody can be my friend.
I know. I loved everyone.
I know. I have to go with Lisa because, A, this is how you pull off a fabulous prank. She literally floated, she foot the bill for everybody on this great trip and got the job done in a sense. I think the paperwork will come back. Let's be honest. I'm sure Lisa or, like, Stassi has it, or somebody who's, like, responsible. Or Lala. She was sober. That, like, she got him married, and she did a damn good job at it. Plus, she's on a business trip, technically, like, making a whole suite. I'm about her.
Yeah, I really love Lisa. That's a good one. So I'm going to pick this person, and it's not because this is who the episode was about or anything. It's just because I really love this person through and through in the episode, and I'm picking Stassi because I think she genuinely was back to her funny Stassi ways. Yeah. She was able to work with Sandoval to officiate this wedding, and it was so great. All their jokes really landed. She is about to get proposed to, and I'm so excited. She's so excited. Can't wait. She's making light of it. Her dad said yes, and she doesn't even know it. Yay. Lisa said yes, and she doesn't even know it. And she was called Mrs. Clark. And she made that fun joke about the clone singing Sweet as Silver. I just thought Stassi looks really good this episode, and I don't think she's been around lately, so I haven't had her as accepted or blocked, I don't think.
No,
so
I don't think we have.
I'm picking her.
She's been just very normal. I think her jokes about not being proposed to yet are I think she's just making the little jabs now, and they're a lot funnier.
Yeah, they're funny. Also, she caught the bouquet, so it's it's all leading up to this. I hope someone makes a video YouTube compilation of all of Stassi's jokes, and then her catching this bouquet and being called Mrs. Clark, and then her proposal.
Yeah.
I know. It's playing in a movie. As I'm watching a lot of teen dramas right now, and this is just one of them. So I'm really excited for Stassi. So that's my accepted.
Well, I really do think we're 2 weeks away, because as I was thinking about the episodes in my head, since we're only on 15 right now, I think they go to 20, 21, 22. So we've got some time.
Yeah, I think we have 10 too, which makes me sad because I just want it.
I know, me too.
I'm going to start making proposal and engagement jokes around my house just because I'm dying for this engagement. My parents are going to think I'm so fucking weird.
Oh my God, I'm going to try too.
What was we talking about? Oh my God. There was something I'll relate it back to Tiger King because I saw this tweet and I thought it was really funny. So Meredith and I both watched Tiger King, and it's fantastic. And if you haven't watched it, go on Netflix right now and watch it.
There's even a bonus episode out if you have watched it but haven't watched the bonus episode.
It's really good. But someone tweeted, how does Joe Exotic get 2 straight men to marry him, and I can't even get one boyfriend? And I was like, yeah, that is actually, true. Well, he used meth, so but still waiting. I thought that dude, Travis was kind of cute. It was a sad ending for Travis, but he was kind of cute.
Why? You're spoiling it.
Spoiler!
We need to,
Sorry.
Need to edit in a horn.
I would die. Yeah, do that.
I don't have those capabilities. I'm not good at that yet.
Sorry.
Go watch Tiger King.
fired. I don't know. You don't know what happened to Travis.
That's true.
But yeah, so I've been making those kind of jokes. There must have been something else where like there was like an ex-con on TV and then they mentioned his wife and I was like, how does an ex-con get married? And I'm like fucking normal and no one wants to marry me. And my mom just looked at me and I was like, it was kind of a joke, Mom, but like now it seems sad.
Your mom's roasting you with silence.
I know. I'm going to blame it now on, I'm just waiting for Stassi and Bo.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's the end of our episode. Again, sorry for quarantine edition, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
So, stay safe, you guys. Please converse with us in this Facebook group. I can't beg enough.
we need 5 more,
reviews.
5
Rating.
more. Not reviews. You know what? Bare minimum here. 5 more. We can do it, everybody.
Just go onto Apple, iPod, or what is it? Podcast. Scroll down. There are my brain's melting.
Go
there are
to wherever
stars.
You listen to podcasts and go rate us. It doesn't matter where. I don't know how to do
stars.
it. You can Google it.
You press the stars. Press
go to
5.
www.google.com
and look up how to rate a great podcast.
And review if you're really feeling it.
Yeah, like if you're super bored. But we don't even have people talking to us on the Facebook group. I can't imagine someone's going to write a review. Except our last one was very helpful. They talked about the sound, and I listened this week, and the sound was fantastic. Meredith, you did a great job.
Thank you. I've really worked on it.
You did awesome. I loved it. So stay safe during quarantine. Meredith, have fun in St. Louis.
Have fun in Chicago.
Thank you, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.